We've all been told, haven't we, to walk more, to get our steps in. Aim for 10,000 steps a day, or at least a brisk 30 minutes. It's been drilled into us that walking is the simplest, most accessible path to good health, a strong heart, and a long life. But what if, for some of us, that very advice, well-intentioned as it is, could actually be doing more harm than good? What if, for certain health conditions, pushing through those steps, striving for those seemingly ideal numbers, could unknowingly strain your heart, worsen your pain, and even, surprisingly, hinder your longevity? It's a painful reality that many older adults feel a quiet guilt if they can't hit those step goals, or they push themselves, thinking they're doing their body a favor, only to find themselves more exhausted, in more discomfort, or even facing a setback. The secret isn't about moving less overall, it's about moving smarter, with intention, and with a deep understanding of your unique body and its specific needs. In this video, we're going to dive deep into several specific health conditions where the common wisdom of just walk more needs a serious reevaluation. We'll uncover why, for these conditions, a different, more tailored approach to movement can actually lead to a significantly longer, healthier, and more comfortable life. And yes, a truly stronger heart. And please, don't worry, we're certainly not talking about spending your days sitting on the couch. We're talking about optimizing your physical activity for your unique circumstances. Watch to the very end, because what we reveal might just completely change how you think about exercise. And there's something truly surprising waiting for you that could unlock a whole new level of well-being. Let's start by looking at one of the most common challenges many of us face as we get older. And that's the persistent, sometimes debilitating, joint pain, especially from conditions like advanced osteoarthritis in our knees or hips. For years, the message has often been to move it or lose it. And while movement is absolutely vital, the type and intensity of that movement become incredibly important when you're dealing with bone-on-bone pain or significant joint degeneration. Imagine trying to drive a car with worn-out brakes. Pushing harder only causes more grinding and damage. Similarly, for someone with advanced osteoarthritis, especially in weight-bearing joints, walking too much or walking on hard surfaces can actually exacerbate the pain, accelerate the breakdown of the remaining cartilage, and lead to chronic inflammation. This isn't just discomfort. It can lead to a vicious cycle where the pain from walking makes you want to avoid all movement, ultimately leading to muscle weakness, stiffness, and a decrease in your overall quality of life. The problem isn't walking itself, but walking in a weight. The commandi corridor on Moskanter fant vårt martum vårt fördesardo. The tadador or kokermats. Their stress has already compromised joints. So, what's the smarter approach here instead of focusing on step counts? The focus shifts to low-impact activities that improve joint mobility and strengthen the surrounding muscles without direct, jarring impact. Think of activities like swimming or water aerobics, where the buoyancy of the water takes the pressure off your joints while allowing you to move freely. Cycling, whether on a stationary bike at home or a recumbent bike at the gym, is another fantastic option, as it provides a smooth, non-weight-bearing motion that strengthens your leg muscles and improves cardiovascular health. Even exercises done sitting in a chair, focusing on gentle range of motion for your joints and building strength in your core and limbs, can be incredibly beneficial. The key here is consistency over intensity, and crucially, listening to your body. If an activity causes sharp, persistent pain, that's your body telling you to try something different, or at least modify it. Take Mary, for example, who absolutely loved gardening, but found her knees screaming in protest after even a short walk to the park. She used to feel guilty for not hitting her step goal. After talking to her doctor, she swapped her daily long walks for shorter, pain-free strolls around her garden, combined with daily sessions of water aerobics at her local community pool. She found her joint pain significantly reduced. She had more energy for her beloved gardening, and her heart still got a wonderful workout without the painful impact. Now, let's talk about another critical area, the heart. Specifically for those dealing with uncontrolled high blood pressure or more advanced heart conditions like heart failure. We know exercise is generally fantastic for heart health, but for these specific conditions, the type and intensity of walking can make a significant difference, sometimes in a dangerous way. For someone with uncontrolled hypertension, meaning their blood pressure isn't consistently within a healthy range, strenuous walking or pushing too hard can cause a dangerous spike in blood pressure during the activity. This sudden elevation can put undue strain on your arteries and heart, potentially increasing your risk of a stroke or a heart attack. It's like trying to run a marathon when your engine light is already on red. You're just pushing it to its breaking point. Similarly, for individuals with advanced heart failure, the heart is already working overtime, struggling to pump blood efficiently throughout the body. Overtaxing it with strenuous, prolonged walking can lead to increased shortness of breath, extreme fatigue, chest pain, and a worsening of their symptoms. It's not about being inactive, but about finding a rhythm that works with your heart, not against its current limitations. The smart approach here is to focus on moderate, consistent activity, often in shorter bursts, under careful medical guidance. For high blood pressure, this might mean several short, gentle walks throughout the day rather than one long, intense one. The goal is consistent, light to moderate activity that helps to gently lower blood pressure over time without causing dangerous acute spikes. For heart failure, activity is often prescribed as part of a supervised cardiac rehabilitation program. These programs are tailored to your specific heart function and gradually increase activity levels, focusing on very gentle, prescribed exercises, short bursts of activity, and meticulous pacing. John, for instance, had a history of heart issues and was convinced he needed to walk miles every day, even when he felt utterly drained. His cardiologist gently but firmly explained that for his condition, shorter, more frequent gentle walks, sometimes just 10-15 minutes at a time, were far safer and more beneficial, combined with his medication. This approach helped his heart strengthen without overwhelming it, allowing him to enjoy walks with his grandchildren without exhaustion or worry. It's about being mindful of your body's signals and working closely with your healthcare team to establish a safe and effective exercise plan that nurtures your heart, rather than stressing it. This careful approach to movement is truly paramount for long-term heart health and overall vitality, ensuring that your efforts contribute to your well-being in the most positive way possible. Now that we've explored how a tailored approach to movement can significantly benefit those with joint pain and specific heart conditions, let's turn our attention to another crucial area that often gets overlooked: the silent struggle of breathing difficulties and the challenge of maintaining balance. Moving on, let's consider individuals living with severe chronic respiratory conditions, such as COPD or advanced asthma. For these conditions, simply trying to walk more can often lead to a profound and frightening experience of breathlessness, known as dyspnea. This isn't just feeling a bit winded. It's a terrifying sensation of not being able to get enough air, which can cause panic, exhaustion, and a deep-seated fear of any physical activity. It's like trying to run a race while breathing through a tiny straw. No matter how much you want to move, your lungs just can't keep up. Pushing too hard in these circumstances can actually reduce your oxygen levels, increase your reliance on rescue inhalers, and ultimately discourage you from engaging in any movement at all, leading to a rapid decline in overall physical function and independence. The goal here isn't to push through the breathlessness, but to learn how to manage it and improve your lung capacity and efficiency in a controlled, safe manner. Pulmonary rehabilitation programs are incredibly valuable for this, as they teach strategies like paced walking, where you walk for short bursts and then rest, gradually increasing your tolerance over time. Breathing exercises, such as pursed lip breathing, are also vital tools that help regulate your breath and improve oxygen exchange. Furthermore, incorporating strength training exercises, even light ones, can significantly improve your overall physical capacity, making everyday tasks easier and reducing the burden on your respiratory system. The focus shifts from simply accumulating steps to enhancing the quality of your breathing and conserving energy. Sarah, who lived with severe COPD, used to dread even short walks because they always left her gasping for air and feeling anxious. Her respiratory therapist helped her understand the importance of pacing and taught her specific breathing techniques to manage her breathlessness by breaking her walks into shorter, manageable segments and focusing on controlled breathing. She slowly but surely regained her confidence and found joy in gentle strolls around her neighborhood, without the fear and distress she once experienced. Next, let's talk about a significant concern for many older adults: balance issues and a high risk of falls. While walking is generally good for maintaining mobility, for someone with compromised balance, simply walking more, especially unsupervised or in challenging environments, can significantly increase the likelihood of a fall. A fall, as we know, can have devastating consequences, leading to fractures, head injuries, a profound loss of independence, and perhaps most debilitating, a paralyzing fear of movement that severely limits one's life. The objective here isn't to just keep walking and hope for the best, but to actively improve your balance and stability so that walking becomes a safer, more confident activity. This involves specific balance training exercises, such as standing on one leg while holding onto a sturdy support, practicing heel-to-toe walking, or engaging in mindful movement practices like Tai Chi, which are renowned for improving balance and proprioception. Strength training, particularly focusing on the leg and core muscles, is also paramount, as strong muscles provide the stability needed to prevent falls. In some cases, using appropriate walking aids and making simple home safety modifications, like removing tripping hazards and improving lighting, are equally important steps. The idea is to build a foundation of stability first, making every step you take a secure one, rather than just increasing the number of risky steps. Consider Robert, who had experienced several alarming falls around his house. His immediate instinct was to try to walk more to get stronger, but his physical therapist intervened. Instead of focusing on step counts, his therapist had him dedicate time each day to specific balance exercises and strength training routines that targeted his core and leg muscles. Within a few months, Robert found that his short walks around the block were no longer fraught with anxiety, and his confidence had soared, allowing him to enjoy his daily activities much more safely. Finally, we need to address specific conditions like diabetic neuropathy, especially when accompanied by active foot ulcers or severe peripheral artery disease, often referred to as PAD. For individuals with diabetic neuropathy, nerve damage in the feet can lead to a loss of sensation, making them unaware of injuries or pressure points. If a foot ulcer is present, walking, especially for prolonged periods or in ill-fitting shoes, can worsen the wound, delay healing, and tragically, increase the risk of severe infection and even amputation. In these cases, the priority must be to protect the feet and promote healing. This means reducing weight-bearing on the affected foot, which might involve using special offloading footwear, walkers, or even temporary non-weight-bearing. Exercise then shifts to non-weight-bearing activities like swimming, cycling with appropriate foot protection, or upper body exercises to maintain overall fitness without jeopardizing the foot. For severe peripheral artery disease, where arteries in the legs are narrowed, walking can cause significant pain, known as claudication, due to insufficient blood flow. While structured, supervised walking programs can sometimes help improve circulation over time. Pushing through severe claudication pain can actually cause muscle damage and worsen the underlying blood flow issues. In severe cases, the focus shifts to preserving tissue and improving circulation through other means, potentially even medical interventions. Maria, for instance, developed a persistent foot ulcer due to her diabetic neuropathy after trying to maintain her long daily walks. Her doctor immediately emphasized the need to offload pressure from her foot and prescribed specialized footwear. During the healing period, Maria focused on swimming and gentle chair exercises to keep active, protecting her foot while still promoting her cardiovascular health. It's about understanding that sometimes the best path to health involves temporarily stepping back from conventional advice to protect and heal vulnerable areas, allowing for long-term well-being. We've covered a lot today about specific health conditions where a different, more nuanced approach to movement is truly key. It's clear that the general advice to walk more isn't a one-size-fits-all solution for everyone, especially as we navigate the complexities of aging and specific health challenges. We've seen why for severe osteoarthritis, simply pushing through pain can be detrimental, and why low-impact activities like swimming or cycling are often superior for joint longevity and comfort. We've understood that for uncontrolled high blood pressure or advanced heart failure, it's not about avoiding movement, but about carefully controlled, gentle activity that nurtures the heart without overtaxing it. We've learned the importance of managing breathing difficulties in chronic respiratory conditions through paced movement and specific breathing techniques, allowing for sustainable activity without fear or panic. And we've recognized that for those with balance issues or conditions like diabetic neuropathy with active ulcers, the focus must shift to building stability, protecting vulnerable areas, and choosing non-weight-bearing exercises to ensure safety and promote healing. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by all the health advice out there, constantly bombarded by new studies and recommendations. But remember, your journey is uniquely yours. The overarching goal here isn't to stop moving or to become sedentary. Quite the opposite. It's about empowering you to move in a way that truly supports your longevity, enhances your heart health, and improves your overall well-being, all without causing unnecessary harm or pain. It's about discerning what kind of movement truly nourishes your body and spirit, and what might be counterproductive given your specific circumstances. This requires a shift in mindset from simply counting steps to thoughtfully considering the quality of your movement and its impact on your body. Listen deeply to your body's signals. It's an incredible communicator if you just pay attention. Consult openly and honestly with your trusted healthcare professionals, your doctor, a physical therapist, or a cardiac rehabilitation specialist. They are your most valuable guides in tailoring an exercise plan that is safe, effective, and perfectly suited to your unique health profile. Choose activities that genuinely empower you, that leave you feeling energized and capable, rather than exhausted, defeated, or in pain. What's your experience been with modifying your activity due to a specific health condition? Have you discovered a particular exercise or a unique approach to movement that works wonderfully for you? Perhaps you've overcome a challenge or found a creative way to stay active despite limitations. Please share your insights and your stories in the comments section below. Your experiences are invaluable, and your story could truly provide comfort, inspiration, and practical help to someone else who might be navigating similar challenges. We're a community here, learning and growing together. If this video has shed some valuable light on this often misunderstood topic, if it's given you new ideas or a fresh perspective, please give it a thumbs up. Liking the video truly helps us reach more people who desperately need this vital, often surprising, information to live their healthiest lives. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel and make sure to hit that notification bell. That way, you won't miss out on any of our future videos, packed with practical advice, insightful discussions, and encouraging messages designed to help you thrive at every stage of life. Remember, your golden years are meant to be vibrant, full of joy, independence, and good health. It's about embracing adaptation, continuously learning, and finding what truly enriches your body, mind, and spirit. Take gentle, informed steps towards a life where every movement counts not just in terms of quantity, but in terms of quality, intention, and profound benefit. Live your best life at every age.